Hello, boys and girls. It's your friendship teacher, Miss J. I'm so happy to see you. And guess what? It's time to check your choices again. Today, we're going to be talking all about the bystander. Do you know that bystanders can act like dragons, knights, and gnomes too? A bystander is not the person doing the bullying and not the person getting bullied. It's the person who sees it, hears it, or knows about it. In this picture, if you think of the fire as somebody getting bullied, everybody sitting around the fire would be considered bystanders. When you're a bystander, you have to decide who you're going to help and whose team you're going to be on, the person doing the bullying or the person getting bullied. You don't have to announce to anybody what team you're going to be on. It's your choice that announces it. There's lots of different bystanders and lots of different choices. But today we're going to talk about 4 of the more common bystanders: the fire watcher, the fire leaver, the fire feeder, and the firefighter. The fire watcher is the bystander that chooses to stand there and watch bullying happen like it's a television show. Fire watchers do absolutely nothing to help the person who's being bullied. When I talk to people who have chosen to fire watch, they said they didn't do anything because they were afraid of the person doing the bullying. They didn't want to be the next person picked on. Well, boys and girls, if we're ever so afraid of somebody that we stay quiet about something we know is wrong, we're being intimidated and we're giving up power. We are acting like the gnome and playing for the wrong team. Fire watching is not the right choice. The second bystander choice is the fire leaver. This one sees the bullying happening and then just goes somewhere else like they didn't see anything. Who do you think the fire leaver helps? The person doing the bullying or the person getting bullied? That fire leaver is actually on the wrong team too. They're not doing anything to help the person getting bullied. They're leaving them there to get hurt. Allowing somebody to get hurt when we could have done something to stop it is not a good choice. We're losing power and we're acting like the gnome. If I don't want you to be a fire watcher and I don't want you to be a fire leaver, maybe I want you to be a fire feeder. What do you think? A fire feeder bystander is someone who sees the bullying happen and actually does something to make the person get hurt even more. It could be cheering or chanting or clapping. It could be agreeing with the person who's doing the bullying or laughing at the person who's getting hurt. Maybe even giving the person who's bullying ideas on how to hurt the other person. Boys and girls, fire feeders are your dragon bystanders, and they are definitely not helping the right team. There is only one type of bystander that uses their personal power to help the person who's getting bullied. It's your firefighter bystander. Just like real firefighters do when they see someone who's been hurt, if I want to be a firefighter bystander, I need to provide some first aid. There are 3 things that I can do to help somebody who's being bullied, and each of the letters in the word aid help me to remember those 3 things. The A stands for assist. I'm going to help the person who's being hurt. I can ask if they're okay, or I can spend some time with them. The I stands for inform. I'm going to make sure that the adults know about what's going on if they need to. And the D stands for defend. I can tell that person who's bullying to stop and use my blast shield to protect someone else. Please notice that this says first aid. It doesn't say second aid or fifth aid or 54th aid, because if we are the first person to notice something going on, then we should be the first person to provide first aid. We don't wait for somebody else to help the person. We do it. So now we know 4 of the bystanders and who they help with their choices. The fire watcher chooses to be a gnome and helps the wrong team. The fire lever is another gnome that helps the wrong team. The fire feeder is your dragon bystander, helps the wrong team. And the firefighter is your knight and provides first aid. And that brings us to our challenge, boys and girls. This time, I challenge you to pay attention to what kind of bystander you're choosing to be. Are you providing first aid? Because if not, you're on the wrong team. And that also means it's time for me to wrap it up for the day. Until we see each other again, take care of yourselves and each other. Goodbye, boys and girls. See you soon.